What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got another highly requested 2-Minute Tuesday for you guys. Today we're going to be covering dyeing laces. So this is one of those highly requested tutorials from you guys that is going to go a long way in adding to your design, especially because laces are typically one of the last things that you do, so it's one of your last opportunities overall to inject some more personality into the shoes. So let's say, for example, you had a really unique design where you did some crazy artwork like this koi fish featured on these Jordan 5s, and you wanted to create a pair of laces to match that shade of orange exactly. You know you're not going to just be able to head to any store and find a pair of laces that matches that shade of orange exactly. So how would you take these stock white laces and turn them into absolutely any color you want? That's what we're going to cover in today's video. So Jason, go ahead, throw 2 minutes on the clock, and let's dive right in. So supplies wise, this tutorial is going to be super minimal. All you're going to need is the color that you want to dye the laces into, and then some Angelus 2 Soft or GAC 900. Now both of those last two products are the exact same thing, so you can use either or. Now if you're working with a standard size lace such as 45 or 54 inches, which are the two most common, the amount of paint that you're going to use is probably about 1 ounce. Now this is a 2-ounce cup, and the ratio that we're going to use is 1:1. So we're going to pour about 1 ounce of paint in here. Then I'm going to pour 1 ounce of our Angelus 2 Soft. Now we're just going to go ahead and mix that up with a Q-tip. Alright, and now here's where things get fun. So you're definitely going to want to use some gloves because things are about to get pretty messy. Now we're going to go ahead, dip our laces right into our mixture. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do is just really move them around a lot in your hands just to try to make sure that there's no white spots left behind. And now a really important step that you don't want to skip is taking the laces and essentially straining out any paint left behind. So you want to just pull really tight and you'll see paint's going to drip right off back into our cup. Do that on each side of the lace a couple of times. Okay, so the way that the product 2 Soft or GAC 900 works is it really works best in keeping your material soft when you combine it with heat. So what we're going to do is put our laces just into any glass, ceramic bowl, something that can withstand heat. I just cover it with a piece of paper, and then we're going to use our heat gun to really heat up those laces. And I'm going to do this probably every 10 minutes or so for the first hour, and then after that we're going to leave them to hang overnight outside, or just set up a hanger inside, whatever you need to do, but you really want to allow these to at least dry for 1 full night or so. Alright, so one final thing that we definitely want to make sure that we do is take a look at the ends of our laces. You'll see that the tips are completely covered with our little dye / paint mixture. So what we're going to do is take some cotton balls, dip that in some acetone, and then we're just going to acetone off those tips, and then we're going to have those nice white tips again. Alright, so there's going to be a few questions that you guys are going to have when it comes to how we handle this process. So first off, a lot of people are going to ask, is there anything that you can use to substitute the 2 Soft? Can you use regular water to mix with your paint? Can you use just too thin? Or can you possibly even use acetone? And I think that none of those really do as good of a job at dyeing laces as 2 Soft. The reason for that is acetone's really just going to break down the paint. You're just going to have a weird clumpy mixture. Water's just going to thin it out in a way that it's really going to break down the chemical structure, and the paint's not going to be as strong anymore. Your color's going to be nowhere near as vibrant. And the same thing goes for too thin. You're not going to end up with a really nice soft feeling lace in the long run. And so you're probably wondering if you could just use straight Angelus dye with the laces also. And the reason that I recommend against that is because when you're pulling the laces through the eyelets of whatever shoe you're going to be putting them through, some of the dye is going to seep off and leak through around that surrounding area near the eyelets. And that same thing will happen with that mixture that we created today if you don't allow enough time for it to dry, and if you didn't really heat set them. Heat setting is really going to allow this mixture to really dye into the lace, really settle in, and it's not going to go anywhere when you start pulling it through the eyelets, because that's one really common thing that I messed up early on when I tried a lot of different mixtures of this. I would have the laces completely done, allow even a couple of days for them to dry, but when I pulled them through the eyelets of my finished shoes that I spent hours on, I would have paint mixture pulling through those eyelet structure. So that's one thing that you definitely want to avoid. So go ahead and just use a 1-to-1 ratio of Angelus 2 Soft to whatever paint color you want to use. So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Another 2-Minute Tuesday coming at you guys. We would really appreciate any other suggestions of 2-Minute Tuesday videos that you guys would like to see. This is one that a lot of people requested, so we really try to take in all those requests, sort through them, and handle the best ones first. So keep sending us those suggestions, guys. We will try to get to them all. So go ahead, give this video a like if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed to the page, and we will see you guys in that next video.